Now, the African People's Socialist Party was founded by Omali Yashitela in 1972 in St. Petersburg, Florida. These people are currently under duress.
Order. This is the FBI. We have a warrant.
They handcuffed me and my wife out here. They wanted me to sit on the curb while they were carrying this out, something that I refused to do. They wanted my wife to sit on the curb out here, that she refused to do.
As I was coming out, this big old drone met me.
The only revolutionary organization that's done something here on the ground practically for African people is the one that's come under attack. Institution that offers a community radio station, a newspaper, a commercial kitchen, an Aquaba Hall rental space, and community office for our organizers. That was the building that has come under attack.
You need a breach? What do you need?
They want.
I don't know.
I told them that money. Don't take it.
We will build a movement of white people that says hands off the Uhuru movement.
They see in the African People's Socialist Party a vanguard for the struggle for the liberation of our people. They see that because not just what we do here in the United States, but because we had the temerity to do like Garvey, to do like Malcolm X, and take the struggle of black people around the world.
Three that are currently going through this court case are the chairman, Omali Yashitela, and two members from the Solidarity Front, Jesse Neville and Penny Hess. They are being harassed for allegedly being foreign agents working with Russians to infringe upon American values like freedom. The indictment was handed down in April of 2023. To cite an article from CBS, in his opening statement, Justice Department Attorney Mino Goldman said the group's members acted under Russian direction to stage protests in 2016, claiming black people have been victims of genocide in the U.S. and took other actions for following 6 years that would benefit Russia, including opposition to U.S. policy in the Ukraine war. Insight. Yes, because secretive Russian oligarchs are truly invested in the West reckoning with all the past as well as ongoing atrocities African people face in the U.S.
What?
The argument of making a pariah of anyone who questions the intentions of the U.S. and NATO makes you a Putin apologist? That's wild. Considering, never mind. Speaking about the occupations and countless proxy conflicts the West is part of is a whole thing within and of itself. Now, to cite a FloridaPhoenix.com article, Hess, one of the Uhuru 3, 78, said on Wednesday that the case is an attack on free speech because nowhere in the indictment does it allege that the party has ever done anything like murder or fraud or theft or of anything like that. Yes, he spoke in Russia, speaking of Omali Yashitela. She said about Yashitela's participation in the conference as listed in the indictment. He also spoke in Spain. He has spoken all over Europe. He has spoken in many, many places in Africa, in Jamaica, just all over the world. Yashitela spoke last at the press conference. He grew angry and at times emotional in questioning the rationale that somehow he had been influenced by the Russians. He said that what had informed his politics was living and enduring racism as a black man growing up in Florida in the pre-civil rights era. Insight. He was also a part of a SNCC movement in Florida as well. So he's somebody that's deeply embedded into the African liberation movement, civil rights movement, but somehow, because he's saying the part that we all know of, like, hey, reparations, genocide of African people from the past and to today, somehow that is Russian propaganda? What? The Uhuru 3 beat the foreign agent charges, but were found guilty of conspiracy, though. So basically, they were found not guilty of doing the thing they were accused of, but found guilty of possibly maybe thinking about it. It's like that propaganda sci-fi movie with Tom Cruise starring in it that was called The Minority Report. Of course.
Okay, Jad, what's coming?
Double homicide, one male, one female. Killer's male, white, 40s.
Set up a perimeter and tell them we're en route. I'm placing you under arrest for the future murder of Sarah Marks.
Yes, it wasn't worth watching unless you want to see some futuristic propaganda that plays on very fixable issues and the indefinite class struggle we seem to be stuck with. And also, yes, the state is predatory when you aren't in agreement with it. See the Uhuru 3 that were found not guilty of being foreign agents, but found guilty of conspiracy. So you're telling me that they didn't do the thing, but then somehow they conspired to do the thing. They wanted to do the thing. They may have thought about doing the thing, but they didn't actually do the thing. How does that make any sense? Why am I doing all of these hand motions? This is what we're left with. These people aren't afforded microphones because they said, hey, stop colonizing and also reparations. We kicking in your door. Feds. 30. We're going to have 30 FBI witnesses. Most of them, pretty much all of them, don't even know what your movement is about. And we're going to say absolutely nothing on the stand.
A couple of highlights, and I don't have time to go through all of it, but I just wanted to pick out a few key moments, and there were so many in this trial. Under cross-examination, multiple FBI agents were forced to admit that they had zero evidence that the chairman or the Uhuru 3 had ever once agreed to do anything under the direction or control of the Russian government or of a Russian person or of anyone. They had no evidence of that. And they said that. Not our witness. The FBI agents admitted that under cross-examination. And then each time that would happen, the prosecutor would come up for a redirect and desperately try to undo what had just...
But because you guys are talking about reparations and you don't want proxy wars and you don't want colonialism, you shut up. But little Boosie gets to sit on a stage and say that his gay daughter can't bring her girlfriend around, or in his words, situation around, because he don't want it to contaminate none of her siblings. And he's also still able to have children around him after admitting that he had a sex worker service his children and nephew. That's cool. Platform Boosie. Songs everywhere. African Socialist Party, bad. Boosie, turn it up.
I told him don't cut his dick off.